go. We'll start in a second. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be making this Trump coin into a coin ring. I'll go ahead and take this out of this bag so you guys can get a better look at it. This is the side that's going to be on the outside of the ring. I think it's just going to look cooler. It's got Donald Trump in the United States of America. It'll have stars all the way around. And we're just going to punch a hole through his face anyway, so that's the side the customer picked. I think it's interesting, usually with coins from the U.S. Mint, like when you flip them like this, it'll be facing up this way. I don't know why they made this coin like this. But we're going to get started here in just a second. This is the punch we're going to use. It's a 3/4 inch punch. It's a pretty big hole, but this is a pretty big coin. Give me just a second. We're going to get set up and then we'll get started. If you guys wouldn't mind tapping the screen, we're currently at 0 likes. And if we could get up to maybe 100, that'd be real cool. And like I said, we're going to get started here in just 1 second. Just going to drink a little coffee, give myself a little energy boost, and then we're going to get started. All right. The first thing we got to do is punch a hole in it. I'm going to pull you guys up just a little bit so you can see how this hole punch is set up. This is really cool. It's got guides in it that match the size of the punch you're using. So this is the guide for this one. This is 3/4 inch punch. We're going to put that in there. And we're going to put our coin on top of that. And we're going to actually have to put this punch inside of here because the end of it's too big to fit. It's a big punch. So we're going to pop this coin out of here. It's real nice and clean. And we're going to mess it up. Let's see if I can tag the guy I'm making this for real quick. I'm also going to add a link to my store if you guys want to get something made by me. I'm going to pin it right now. There should be like a little link there that'll take you to my store. Can I not comment? I'm sorry, bear with me just a moment. How do I tag somebody? That's bizarre. It won't let me type. I don't know. That's weird. Alright. Either way. His name is Shanku. I'm not exactly sure how it's spelled, though. I was hoping I could just start typing it and it would come up. This is his coin. We're going to place that in there. I'm going to try it one more time to see if it'll let me type. There we go. There we go. Okay. No, it's not letting me bring it up. Oh well. I'll show him the recording of this when it's finished. So how this center punch guide works is really cool. It's cone shaped on the top here, so as I tighten it down it will auto center this coin inside. But this punch is a little tricky. Like I said, we have to put it inside of the guide because it's too big to fit all the way through it. Let's not get political. We're just making a ring here, guys. We ain't gotta be hateful. Ain't gotta be rude. There we go. You can see the bottom there. It's center punched. I mean, I don't know. Let's try not to get political with it. Should be more fun that way. So, this is my 12-ton hydraulic press. We're just going to set that under there and pop a hole in this right there. There it goes. It's a thick coin. Go over here and show you guys. There's the center punch. I usually make these into keychains, and that is an option on a lot of my coin ring listings. So if you buy it from my website, you should be able to add the center punch as a keychain if that's something you'd like to do. Where can you get a punch like that? This one is made by Jason's Works. Give me just a second, I'll show you. Move my camera around. It's made by Jason's Works. It's a really good tool. It's pretty expensive, but I mean, it's lasted a long time. I got mine secondhand, so it wasn't super expensive, but it's a great tool. I wouldn't suggest starting out with it, but after you've been doing this for a little bit, it's a nice addition. I've never seen this happen before. My punch guide is stuck onto the coin. Oh, there we go. Okay. Doesn't look like it damaged the coin or the punch guide. Maybe it did a little bit. That's weird. Alright. Can you make charms for necklaces? Right now, I don't quite do that, but you can easily take a jump ring off a keychain and add it to a necklace. What I started with looks like this. This is a Harbor Freight punch and die kit, and the tough thing with these is getting your coin perfectly centered. So I actually made these guides here. You can see it on the inside. You can stick your coin in and put it upside down, and the other circle matches the hole you're trying to punch, and it perfectly centers it. And those are on my website if you'd like to check them out. This setup is much cheaper than the Jason's Works, but I have a lot more versatility with the Jason's Works. I can do like larger and smaller coins with it. You see the inside of there. This is a copper coin, and what we're going to do next is deburr this cut edge. You can see it's quite sharp, so what we're going to be doing is taking our deburring tool, which is around here somewhere. I have tools all over the place. It's a mess. There we go. Deburring tool. Why waste your time? I really enjoy doing this. I don't think it's a waste of time. I'd be making coin rings even if nobody bought them, but luckily other people seem to enjoy them and like them and buy them, so most of the time I'm making orders. But on slow days, I'll just play with coins and try new stuff, work on my craft. I don't know, I really like it. It's freezing outside, but I got this jacket on. What's a finished one look like? Give me just a second. Ooh. Yeah, I'm excited for you to get it. Let me see. So I've got quite a few finished coin rings in this little drawer here. This is a Morgan dollar. Let's see, this is a Kennedy $50 backwards. So this is probably what this one will look the most like, because the design is very similar. Let's see what else we've got. This is a 1922 piece dollar. I make a lot of different types of coin rings. Here's another Morgan, but it's backwards. I really like the design on the back of the Morgans as rings. How much? You can tap this right here and visit the link on my profile, and then just find my store links. I make about 50 different types of rings, so my prices range from like $20 all the way up to $560 for a wedding set. So there's a pretty decent range in pricing. So I kind of make it so that anybody can get a ring, but if you want to get something really nice, you can do that too. Gold chain on the bottom. Yep, that's right. Tap that link, the gold chain on the bottom left. Okay. Unfortunately, that link doesn't show all of my listings. Some of them haven't made it all the way on here onto TikTok yet. You can also go directly to buycoinrings.com. That'll take you right to my store. It's pretty easy to remember if you don't want to check it out right now, but you want to go look at it maybe later today or in a week or two. Just write it down. It's buycoinrings.com. And I just set up a rewards program on there too, which is pretty cool. So every dollar you spend, you get points, and you can invite friends, and if they make a purchase, you get more points, and you can trade those in for like shopping credit. This one is not legal tender. This is a copper Trump coin, but I do work with legal tender. I believe it's copper, but the inside color is kind of strange. It could be silver. I'm not sure. It's only against the law to alter currency fraudulently, which means with like ill intent and trying to counterfeit or mislead somebody about the value of it, and that's not what I do. I turn it into jewelry, and that's perfectly legal. It's a thick coin, man. Woo! Yeah, no problem. Think about penny smashers at like amusement parks. They've been around for a long time. There we go. I think that's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and anneal this and try and fold it a bit. So to anneal it, we're going to use this torch here. And this is probably going to burn off this gold coloring. Could look pretty cool. Thank you guys for visiting my website. I get a little notification on my phone when you do. So I can see you hopping over there, and I do appreciate it. It's coinringmaker.com. There's a link on my profile. A little gold chain on the bottom of the screen here. And you can also go directly to buycoinrings.com. You guys can also use the coupon code WELCOME for joining me here on my TikTok Live. It'll save you 10% off your order. And even if you don't want to order something, go ahead and sign up for the rewards program. You can get points for inviting people. You can get points for your birthday. And you get points on every purchase. And I'll probably add some other ways to get points here pretty soon. But that rewards program is like brand new. So go ahead and jump on it and get you some points. And you can trade those in for store credit. We're just getting this nice and warm. And this is going to soften up the metal and make it easier to bend and shape and fold. And to cool it off, we're going to quench it in this water here. So it's a pretty nice sound, so check this out. Woo. That thing was hot. Hey, let's not get political, guys. We're just making jewelry here. I'm just drying this off real quick. And we'll hop over to this side. No, it's perfectly legal to make coins into rings. Thanks for answering, but ooh, we're getting followers. Thank you, guys. Yeah, if you follow me right now on this live, your name will show up right here. There we go. So that gold kind of came off pretty good, didn't it? We're going to go ahead and fold this. See if I'm zoomed in. Yep. Just kind of this little chunk of glue on my desk that's making this foam stand uneven. Scrape that off real quick. All right, we are making this sorry, we're making this Trump coin into a ring. I actually have a gold plating kit, and I talked to this customer about it, and he said he wanted it gold plated when it was finished. So if I have enough time, we will be doing that on this live. Should be pretty cool. See if that'll fit. It's pretty tight. This ball's probably going to push through here. Alright guys, ease up on the political stuff. If you want to watch me make a ring, that's cool. You can take your politics somewhere else. That didn't want to fold at all. I have to try something bigger. Yeah, as long as I'm not changing like the perceived monetary value of the coin or being fraudulent, this is perfectly legal. How long does it usually take to make a ring? It depends on the coin. And the ring size. So there's a lot of variables, but usually I can make an order within a day or two if I'm not super busy. Alright, so we're gonna have to move some stuff around. We don't have a lot of clearance here. I'm gonna drop this down. We're gonna put this on here. Make sure we got it nice and lined up. And really push on it. God. No, I don't think it's silver. It's really tough. Good Lord. That thing does not want to bend or fold. That's really tough. Try again. Yeah, usually I'm working with copper or silver. Man, there we go. Woo! All right. That started to fold. I'm gonna go ahead and anneal it again. Yeah. I annealed it once already. We're gonna do it again. And for anybody who hasn't heard yet, I'm Coin Ring Maker. I make coins into rings. If you want to get something from me or just see my catalog of like rings I can make and other stuff I make out of coins, there's like a gold chain at the bottom of the screen that'll take you to my portfolio. You can also visit coinringmaker.com or buycoinrings.com. And there's also a link on my profile, which you can visit by tapping this button up at the top of the screen with my logo on it, and then the link on my profile there. And you can actually still hear the live if you do it that way. But you'll actually stay on TikTok and be able to visit my website. It's pretty cool. And usually I look for this flame to turn orange when the ring is hot enough. This one is not doing it. I wonder what this is made of. This metal is tough as hell. It's gonna be really hot. I'll let that cool down in there for a second. I'm starting to think it may be steel. Yeah. Or some kind of alloy. No, it's not a real coin. It's kind of like a, I don't know what you would call it, but there's no currency on it anywhere. So that's how you can tell if it's real. It would have to say $1 or like 50 cents, and it doesn't say that anywhere. Collectible, that's good. I like that. All right. We're gonna try and fold this again. And it may have just been the angle of my handle. Usually I don't have to take stuff apart on my arbor press to press things, but this thing's so big. Why do you quench it after you heat it up? Different metals cool down differently. I mean, if this is steel, I should probably let it air cool. Can I show you rings? Yeah. You can see them on my website, but I'll grab a few for you. This one's really cool. This is an American Eagle 2020. Really, really nice coin. This one is 99.999 silver. Really like these. If it's steel, yeah. I usually work with silver and copper, and that's the process I do for them. I thought this was a copper coin when I got it, but geez. It is tough as hell. Yeah, I only do American coins, or like novelty tokens. It's crazy hard, man. Yeah, if it's steel, then I should heat it up and let it air cool. It's only illegal if you do it fraudulently. So we're gonna try and anneal this again and let it air cool and see if that'll make it softer. Yeah, I don't think this is copper. Let me sand away. It's like a dull silver color. I think this is steel, which sucks because it's really hard to work with. Put a magnet to it. You're a smart man. I've got magnets. You are smart. I appreciate that. So these are some magnets I've been playing with. But yeah, it sticks to it. It's freaking steel. That's a good test. Thank you. Hey man, I just got a surprise steel coin. He told me it would be copper, and it's steel and toughish. It's really hard to it's really hard to work with. So I guess I'm gonna have to get like a rock or something I can set this on while it cools down. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, this is the first time it's happened to me, but I usually don't work on customer coins. I usually work on my own, so I know what I'm doing. And if I mess up, it's my coin, not theirs. I want to go find a rock to put this on. Suspend it in the air. I can probably do that. Let's see. Alright, we'll heat it up. It's a casing. But yeah, I've mostly kept those to myself. Let's not talk about it. It's just a magnet. You didn't see anything. Alright, so I'm going to heat this up and then I'm going to hang it off of... I can't work it hot. But I'm going to hang it off a nail on my work desk here. That's true, yeah. No, we got like 1,000 people in here. I'm getting some good comments. I appreciate the help, guys. That magnet thing was a good idea. Alright, that's pretty damn hot. So let's see. I can show you. Yeah, I'll just take the phone off. We're just going to hang this right there. And we're just going to leave it alone. No, it's just propane, so it's not going to melt anything. But that's going to have to sit up there for, I don't know, probably 10 minutes. It's really hot. So I'm going to find something else to do. I'm going to throw this steel shavings away. They're good for nothing. Well, I'm going to check and see if I've got any orders on my store. If you'd like to see me make a coin ring for you on this live, yeah, go ahead, go order something. Use the coupon code WELCOME, and I'll make the first order that comes in. Let me see if there's anything right now. Give me just a sec. I'll try and show you guys this thing cooling off in the air here. This is the ring we were working on. It's hot. A coin ring is a ring made out of a coin. So this is a peace dollar. What's going on? So I was just working on this coin, Shayna, and it turned out to be steel. And I was quenching it in water, and it made it even harder. So we are currently air cooling this thing, and hopefully it'll work. Yeah, map gas is, it's a little too hot. Like I've got kids, so I kind of have to balance like the safety of my tools first, like my capabilities, and I really don't want them getting into something like that. These I can put up and they're pretty safe. I have tutorials on YouTube under Coin Ring Maker if you want to learn how to do this, and I also have a recommended tool list on my website if you want to. Oh, this is just steel wool. If you want to see what tools I'm using, there's a recommended tool list on there. Alright, so I'm going to check and see if we've got any open orders, and if we do, we'll work on them. Again, there's like a gold chain down here somewhere that you can click on, and that'll take you to my store, and you can order something there. Use coupon code WELCOME. There's a bunch of stuff to choose from, and I'd be happy to make something for you. Looks like we've got one 1979 quarter. If you ordered that, let me know. Yeah, okay, cool. I see you. We'll get that going. $19.79. I need to tidy up. I got tools all over the place. Alright, so I'm going to grab y'all. We're going to go down to the floor for this one. Boom. So what we've done so far is we just placed our quarter on the inside of this little punch guide, and we're just going to drive that through with a hammer. Nice. And go up here. And I'm sorry if I've missed some comments or questions. I've been moving around a bunch. Let me see what we've got. We do a specific year. Someone has a request. Yes. See here, Bobby just ordered a 1979, so that's what we're doing. If you're asking me a question on my website, I can't see it. If you can come back to TikTok and ask here. Yeah, you can order a keychain made out of the center punch. It's an option on most of the coin ring listings. I am working on getting that on all of them. There's our perfect little center punch. Punched quarter. And if you don't know yet, you can tap on this little gold chain down here and it'll show you my store. You can use the coupon code WELCOME. It'll save you 10%. And you can order yourself a coin ring. The next step here is to deburr the inside. Yeah, for quarters I can go up to size 13. The copper ones are $20. That's what this one is. And the silver ones, they're 90% silver, are $100. Thank you for the roses, bro. And thanks for following, guys. I see a bunch of new followers. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really like the cowboy hats. They're pretty cool. Nope, never gotten into any trouble. I follow the laws. Yeah, I've got one right here. This is a peace dollar that I made for myself. Because you got to take care of yourself, right? Look at that. Isn't that nice? No. As long as I'm not fraudulently altering the currency, it's not against the law. So I can make it into jewelry as long as I'm clear with you that this is now a ring. It's no longer currency. And like, you can't spin this. It's jewelry. Looks like we got another order that just came in. Thank you very much. Size 17 would have to be a $50 or like a piece or Morgan dollar like this. I could even do an American Eagle. But the biggest I can do with quarters is size 13. So there's a lot of options for a size 17, just not quarters. They can't make it that big. I wish I had a cowboy hat on hand I could show you. I actually gave them all away as freebies, so I need to make some more. I don't have one on hand, but you can see them on my website. I only work on US currency. I've never made one from a W, but I'm open to doing it. I've had a couple people joke about it, but no one's followed through. I've actually learned a lot about coins and the value of coins getting into this. So I do a triple check on all my coins before I work on them. And that's kind of why it's a little more expensive than other people's, because I put a lot of time and labor into doing this. Just ordered a ring. That's what's up. Thank you very much. If I have enough time after this one, we might be able to make yours. Try and prop this up a little bit here. There we go. Well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that, Pog Champ. Can you polish the rings? Yeah, I send my rings out really nice and shiny. Super polished. What's up? Cool.
Following the models and everything.
That's good. So this is going to be our first fold. Gives us a little bit of a cone shape, not quite a ring shape yet, but a little bit closer. And we will grab our next cone. There it is. We'll pop that in there. What's the most expensive coin I've made into a ring? It would probably be an American Eagle. They're pretty big. It's a big old chunk of silver. But I make them into wedding band sets, so you can get 2 rings made from 1 coin. That's basically pure silver, and they come out really nice. I've sold 2 of those sets, and I really like making them. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just sanding this cut edge smooth, because when we start stretching this out, when you stretch it, you can run into problems if there's cracks on that cut edge. So I'm just trying to get rid of any before we do that. It depends on the type of coin, what metal it's made out of, and the size of the ring. So it's pretty variable. Yeah, also, I can do it a bit faster if I'm not filming or doing lives like this, but I prefer to make the jewelry in front of the customer, so I don't mind spending a little extra time letting you guys watch me make this stuff for you. This is my ring stretcher here. This one is a size 11.5, so we're going to try and stretch it to a 12.5 and then shape it up, make it nice and even. And while I'm doing this, you guys feel free to visit my website or my store. There's a little gold chain link at the bottom of this video. It'll take you to my store. You can also tap the logo at the top of the screen and the link on my profile. Or you can just go to coinringmaker.com and check it out. Use the coupon code WELCOME, save you 10%. And there's lots of cool stuff on there. Even if you don't get anything, I appreciate you just taking a look at it and seeing what I've got. And we're almost to 12.5 here. That looks pretty good to me. Take a look at it. Making a quarter into a ring for Billy. So you can see when we set this on its side, it's pretty slanted. Can I send a silver round to be made into a ring? You can. I prefer to work with coins that I have on hand. Custom orders just take a lot more time, and there's a lot more that can go wrong with them. I don't sell coins. I have a hard enough time keeping inventory of my coins. I think just selling coins would be a bit of a hassle. So I prefer to just focus on jewelry. I got most of my dies from Etsy. So these are Legacy brand. I highly recommend them. I have some Jason's Works. They're a little more expensive, but it's about the same thing. I have a recommended tool list on my website if you want to check that out. But Legacy brand is what I recommend. They're very good. I do dollar coins. I do Peace dollars, Morgan dollars, American Eagles, and Susan B. Anthony's. I am working on adding like the Sacagawea presidential dollar line, but there's a lot of them in that series, so I've had a little bit of trouble figuring out how I'm going to set up that listing. My website is my username, coinringmaker.com. If you want to go straight to my website store, you can go to buycoinrings.com. There's also like a little gold chain down here at the bottom that you can tap, and it will show you some stuff I have for sale. It's not my entire catalog, but it's a good chunk of it. So we're just slowly making this a better shape and closer to the desired ring size. Thank you. We got it right at size 11.5. Here we go. Looks pretty dang good. Now we're just going to clean it up. I have some Eisenhowers. I haven't added them to my website. They're 40% silver, and I just haven't got around to messing with 40% silver yet. I like 90% silver. But I do have a few. They're on the eventually to-do list. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just rubbing this down with some steel wool, and see half of it's still kind of foggy and dull, and the other half is really nice and shiny and vibrant. So we're just bringing a little shine back to it. See, American Eagles are even softer because they're 99.999. How much for Peace dollars size 11? The Peace dollars are 200. Silver quarters are 100. Yeah, it's coming out pretty good. I agree. So Wish Guy, are you just like posting videos of stuff you've ordered off Wish and then like linking out to affiliate links for it? Is that what you got going on there? Or are you just adopting the Wish logo? Not throwing any shade, I'm just curious. Give me just a second, I'm almost done buffing this out. It's getting there. It's just really hard to film this. I need both my hands in an awkward position. I see. So now we've got a little bit of shine to it. Now we're gonna take a polishing cloth. Looks like this. You got your order in? Awesome. I see. I know, there's some weird stuff on Wish, man. Yeah, if you guys would get as accurate ring sizes as you can, how I recommend doing that is going to a jewelry store and just getting size there. It should be quick, free, and accurate. So this is a 1979 quarter. Get a real nice look at it. What do you think about that? I can put it on its side and get a bit of a profile look. Yeah, I tried setting up a store on Wish, but it was really weird. Like, I didn't like the format. I don't know. It seemed like there were a lot of scammy sellers as well as scammy buyers. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can order a 1991. And somebody else asked if they could do their birth year. Yeah, you can do that as well. You can pick the date, or I also do state quarters. I've got all 50 state quarters. I've got some silver Texas quarters. I've got some pre-1965 silver quarters. There's a lot to choose from. You can go to coinringmaker.com and check it out. There should be a gold chain at the bottom of the screen here that'll show you some of my products. I have more products than that, but that's what TikTok has let me show at the time. What's the plan on turning finger? Oh, that's what you said. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that came out pretty good. I'm still going to polish this up a little bit more before I send it out. That's the rough coin. Yeah, clear fingernail polish works pretty well. I engrave like a third grader writes. Like, it's not pretty. I still have more practicing to do. So currently I don't offer that as like an add-on option. I am trying, but I'm not quite there yet. Thank you. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that Liberty across there. In God We Trust, and the 1979. Good looking ring. Yeah, I've also thought about laser engraving, but lasers are not cheap, especially when you want them to work on metal. It looks like we've got another order here for a 1980, so we're gonna go ahead and get onto that. Yeah, I've got some stamps that work okay, but it's hard to get those lined up really nicely. And I can't fit a whole lot of letters on these rings with those stamps. Limited space. We'll pull out a little bit. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been considering getting one. Can I make a skull coin? Or how do I make a skull coin? I've got this really cool stamp. So this is the stamp I use. So there's a like a whole impression here, and then this is the opposite, and this pushes through the coin and then makes that 3D impression on it. The stamp is awesome. I love it. Can I make one from a silver dollar? Yeah, I can do Morgan silver dollars and Peace dollars right now. I don't have anything that's not U.S. currency. You can find all my stuff at coinringmaker.com, and you can use the coupon code WELCOME, save you 10%. We also have a rewards program now, so if you don't want to buy anything today, but you're thinking you may later on, sign up for the rewards program. You can earn points by inviting people and putting your birthday in there and some other cool stuff. So check that out. We're going to go ahead and punch a hole in this quarter. I've been doing this for 2 years, but I do it every day. And I think that really makes a difference. So I've had a lot of practice, and I stay current with it. I do it every day. Even if I don't get orders, I'm still making rings. It's really nice to get on live here and make them now. Set this ring somewhere where it won't get messed up. Pop this punch out of here. No, there's an entirely different process for the cowboy hats. If you go to my profile, you can see kind of a sped up video of how those are made. It should be pinned at the top. The centers, I make them into keychains. So most of my rings have an option to add a keychain, and you can do that on my website. All I see is up to size 16. How do you request a larger size? What type of ring are you trying to get bigger than a 16? I should be able to fix that right now. If you can tell me $half. I think 16 is as big as I can go with a $half. I made a 15 a couple days ago, and it was really difficult. So if you want a size 16, you may need to get like $1 or an American Eagle. I don't think I can go over a 16 with a $half. Unless I made the band like really thin. I'd have to punch a really big hole in it. I try not to do customers' coins, just because sometimes things can get messed up, and I really don't like technically destroying other people's property, especially when it's currency. So I usually just work on my own coins. But there's a lot to choose from. So this was just cleaning up that cut edge, making it nice and smooth, so when we start folding and shaping it, it won't break. This is called a deburring tool. You can get them at hardware stores. They're usually used for cleaning up like pipe, getting rid of like rough pipe surfaces, but they work really good for coin rings. Now we're going to go ahead and fold this. This is called a doming block. And it's just a ball bearing. Yeah, honestly, I've never used one for its correct purpose, so I don't know what it's meant for, but it works really good at cleaning out the inside of the coins. I've just heard it's used for plumbing. That's all just what people have told me. So I'm going to sand down this cut edge. You can kind of see some like micro cracks from stretching it if you look really close. and what we're going to do is just sand those down and make it smooth. What made me decide to start doing this, I saw a random YouTube video one day, and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. Let me try it. And I became, like, addicted. And now I do it every day. I pretty much stopped playing video games to make rings. Like, it's better than video games. What's up? I think so. Like, I got really lucky. I found something I like to do that actually helps me pay my bills and entertains people. And, like, it hasn't got boring yet, which is really cool. Like, I've been doing this for about 2 years, and there's still coins I want to work on and different types of rings I want to make. So, that's pretty cool. My phone gets jealous of my ring stretcher, so every time I use it, it falls over. But that's okay. Keep on rolling on. There's our ring so far, and you can still see that this reeded edge is a little wider than the cut edge. This one's going to be smaller than our last one. It just needs to be a size 8. Right now it's about a size 10, so we're just going to do quite a bit of reducing on this to get it to the correct size here. This one, it's like, it's holographic. It's pretty cool. Those were my first stickers I got. The ones I have right now are just like black and white. Oh, you're right. It is an 8.5. You are correct. The next one's a size 8. I'm sorry. Thank you for speaking up. I appreciate it. No, it's legal. Think about penny smashers at like amusement parks. If you really want to learn more about the laws around it, I do have a blog post on my website, coinringmaker.com, and you can find that right at the top of the website. So we're just slowly reducing each side here. Just make sure that we keep them even until we get to the size we want, which is an 8.5. As I was so kindly reminded. This is for my wife, her birth year. That's very nice. I think she will like it. Yeah, these make really good gifts. Perfect 8.5. Take a look at it. So now we're just going to clean this up with some steel wool and a jewelry polishing cloth and make it shiny. And I'll actually show you guys me doing this time. I'll try. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like the penny smashers. And like some smashed pennies are actually worth quite a bit of money, because that kind of machine has been around for a long time, and they make dies for it specifically for different events and stuff. So there's like really rare smashed pennies. It's a whole industry. I had no idea. Just collectors who collect smashed pennies from all over the world. we're just buffing this up on some really fine steel wool and bringing that shine back to it. And for anybody who's just stopped in, you can order coin rings from me at coinringmaker.com. There's also a little gold chain at the bottom of the screen, which will let you check out some of the products I make. I'm in Texas, and you can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10%. There's also a rewards program you can sign up for now. You don't even have to make a purchase to join that. And you can start inviting your friends to make purchases on coinringmaker.com. If they do, you earn points, and you can use those points for store credit. You collect smash pennies. Nice. See, I told you they're out there. Take a look at this. So the nicer my rings get, the dirtier my fingers get. It always cracks me up. Nice contrast. I see a lot of ring makers wear gloves when they do this, but it's hard to get good control of what you're doing when you're wearing gloves. So I just wash my hands a lot. This is hard to get a good angle on. But we're just slowly getting this nice and shiny for you. Same with silverware, huh? Interesting. People collecting specific designs. Tokens too, that's a good point. Oh yeah. Almost all my silver quarters are from mint sets. I've got a little stack of mint sets over here. And I can show you my Texas quarter. Would I be able to get a 1983 Morgan to 17? They didn't make Morgan dollars in 1983. Let me see if I have an 1883. So I've got an 1888. 1889, super smooth slick boy. It looks like an 83 though, but there's just not much detail on this one left. There's an 83. Maybe an 82. No, that's an 83. So I could do that if you'd like. This one has seen better days. I really scratched the hell out of it. Scraped the date off there. A rough looking one. Also got 82. And I've got a couple peace dollars too, if that's something you'd be interested in. But you should be able to pick the date on the Morgan dollar listing. So you should be able to see all the ones I have available there. And don't forget to use the coupon code WELCOME. Save you 10%. And sign up for the rewards program. And save you some money down the road. There is our 1980 quarter coin ring. Size of 8.5. I think it looks pretty good. The first or the second ring we made today. There's the first one. Lay them down next to each other. There we go. And we'll just kind of spin them around a little bit, let y'all get a look at them. These copper quarter rings are $20 each. If you'd like to get a silver one, they're $100. There's quite a few options with each one. You can get a date. You can also get, yeah, the steel's probably cold by now. I'm really worried about working on that ring, man. It's it's so tough. It is the toughest coin I've ever dealt with. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Alright, I picked it up without burning myself. That's good. I may have to do this on the 12-ton press. That's what I was thinking. Because it is so damn hard. Hey. I like?
Are you live?
Yeah. You're very welcome. Yeah, I just don't think that's something I can do. I don't think I can work this coin hot. But we'll try it over here. Let the machine do all the work. Usually I don't use my 12-ton to fold coins, but it's a special case. Moment of truth. It's moving. That's good. Sorry guys, my phone is at like 10% and I had to unplug it. So we're plugging it back in. Can you hear me? Can you see me? This is what we've got so far. Not so bad. Cool, cool. All right, so since we have figured out that this is steel, I'm going to, yeah, it's really big. I got to get this down to a size 11 and a half. It's currently, I guess, size 15 and a half. We got a long way to go. Let's see what die it fits in. The big one. I'll pop it in there. We're just gonna move it down just a little bit. How do I shrink the coin? All right, so these are like the dies I was using earlier, but the degree of change is closer to about 4, whereas with these smaller ones, it's about 17 degrees. So the change is really slow. You can see the top's a little bigger than the bottom, and we just push that down in there and slowly shrink it up. Tapered, yeah. Alright, let's see how well you can see what's going on here. So right now you can see the ring is pretty close to the bottom of this one already, but I have to reduce it just a little bit in here. And when you're using these dies, you gotta put a little barrier between your ring and your die For that, I use plumber's tape. So we're just going to wrap this around here a couple times. It's going to save the detail, and it's also going to keep this steel from scratching up my die. Usually I'm working with softer metals than this. This one caught me by surprise today. Bring that up. Make sure we got everything nice and lined up. Bring it down. Looks like the plastic is not going to be the way to go. I'm going to use a brass pusher instead. Put that one in there.
I don't know what this is, but Kyle broke it,
Okay.
so I'll try and find out where it goes.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It doesn't mean
I gotta get another brass pusher to put on top of here. Bear with me just 1 second. I'll place that on top of this one. And hopefully that should work. Looking good. Alright, I think we bottomed out. Yeah, we got our ring all the way to the bottom. Pop it out of there. Sorry this isn't the best angle. I don't usually have to do this on my 1210. We're going to go to the next. These are called Swedish wrap dies, by the way. I don't think I said that, but that's what these are. We're going to go to the next size down, a Swedish wrap die. Set it up again. This time we should be able to push it pretty far down. And cross our fingers it didn't warp out. Doesn't look warped to me. this is what we've got so far. Shrunk down a little bit. It also teared up my pusher pretty good. And it didn't fold very evenly either. It's kind of warped on me. So this isn't for a paid customer. This is kind of a favor, so I'm not too worried about it. But I probably should anneal it again. It's getting pretty tough. Look at it. You got it going nice and sideways, slanted and all kinds of mess. Not great, but I can fix it. Steel sucks. I don't think I'll be working with steel again anytime soon. I could probably lube it up a little bit, put a little wax or some kind of lube in there. I think the main problem was I used a plastic pusher instead of a brass one. It started digging into the pusher and then didn't push down evenly. Should have spent a little more time looking for the right size brass pusher. That's what I should have done. Rushing gets you nothing but trouble. Now I'm gonna have to file down this nylon pusher too. But you live and learn. That'll be alright. I'm gonna put this back on our cooling hook up here. Turn the fire off. That cool down for, I don't know, a day or two. I'm sick of it. That ring sucks. But we do have another order that I can work on, so we'll do that. It's a 1974 quarter. This one's going to be the size 8. There's our 1974. And we're going to take it down to the floor here and punch a hole in it. This is probably one of my favorite tools. It's perfect for quarters. Gives you a perfect 1/2-inch punch right in the middle. It's a great tool. Pop this punch out of here. Looks like we're at 10,600 likes. That's pretty sweet. Thank you guys. There's our quarter. Now we're just going to go ahead and deburr this inside edge. Go over here. We're just cleaning that cut edge away, making it nice and smooth. Clean it a little more. That should be good. Well, if you guys haven't followed me yet, please consider giving me a follow. We're going to make this into a ring. Woo! I tell you what, it's really nice to go from that steel quarter to a copper one. Steel coin to a copper one, yeah. Copper's so much easier. Steel coin stinks. Makes me wonder if it's even going to be a good ring. That's what he wanted, though. Welcome back. This one got a little wobbly as well. Much easier to fix. But I might have to try this method on the 12-ton with that steel coin. That might be a good way to fix it. Went ahead and stretch that out real quick. Go ahead and push it down a little more. And reduce it down to a size 8. There's my mandrel. At a 9.5 right now, so we got a little ways to go. I'm gonna flip that die around. Give you all a look at it now that we got our walls nice and even. Looks good. Doing a little micro sizing just so we can get it right at that size 8. There we go. So now we're just going to clean it up with some steel wool and a polishing cloth. Thanks for following me, guys. I see a couple of you guys following me down there. I appreciate it. It's pretty cool getting to make jewelry on TikTok. And if you haven't done it yet, there is a little golden chain at the bottom of the screen. You can visit my store there. You can use the coupon code WELCOME to save you 10% on your order. And I make a bunch of different coins into rings. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and check it out. We're just finishing this one up and getting it nice and shiny. Focus. Between fighting reflection and focus, this is tricky. I actually really like the 50-cent pieces as rings. They make really, really nice rings. Especially like the silver ones. The Walking Liberty ones. They're really cool. Well, there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live with Coin Ring Maker. I've got to go do some laundry. So feel free to go check out some of the videos on my profile. Go check out my store. Lots of cool information on my website, coinringmaker.com. If you haven't followed me yet, drop me a follow right now before I get off of here. And y'all have a great day.